What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another high-risk coin burster video for you all today. In today's video, we're going to be doing a $10 million buy-in, and they're actually letting us bring our own quarters from previous games today. We got 1,000 of them. Well, actually 1,100 of them because they gave us an extra 100 quarters since we did that $10 million buy-in. So anyway, we're going to be putting 1,000 quarters in there at one time today using that skill stop button. So leave a guess down in the comments. Let me know what you think is going to happen. So let's put like 300 or 400 of them in there at once. Then we'll let the pusher push out a little bit more. And we'll keep on stacking it up until all 1,000 quarters are in there. So anyway, they got this thing loaded up insanely well today. There's one giant tower of $5,000 chips back there on the pusher. They got two massive towers of $10,000 chips on the lower shelf. Three ginormous towers of quarters in there. Goodness gracious. If we can get those to go, that'll probably give us maybe like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 quarters, I'd say. They got all kinds of $1,000 chip towers in there. $5,000 chip towers, $10,000 chip towers. They've got a ton of gold in there today also. I'd say there's at least anywhere from 80 to 100 ounces of gold in there today. So we definitely have the potential to make some big money today, that's for sure. Hopefully we can get a brand new world record win. That'd be nice. And there's also two mystery bags in there. There's a red mystery bag on that right blue shelf and a brown mystery bag on that left blue shelf. So we might be able to win that later on. We'll see. We'll see how the game goes. Alright, well that was a bunch of quarters we just put in right there. Still got like possibly 300 or 400 more to go. So let's get those in there. Yeah, my prediction is that once I release that skill stop button, that enormous tower of $5,000 chips is going to crash down, and it will completely destroy all those towers that are on the play field. Like all those quarter towers are going to crash down, the $10,000 chip towers are going to crash down. So like I said, just let me know what you think is going to happen. Alright, well that right there is 1,000 quarters at once. We still got like 100 of them left over just in case this doesn't do anything. So let's see what happens. Come on, nice push. Oh my goodness, nice. Got a boatload of quarters back on that first push. Second wave. Oh yeah, that quarter tower right there in the center, it's moving along pretty good. Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on, big money. Well, a lot of our quarters got stuck back there. Oh, nice. Wow. Oh, yeah, jackpot, baby. Wow, we got that enormous tower of quarters out there in the center to crash down. Well, a bunch of our quarters got stuck back there. That's not good. Oh, no. Y'all see that? There's probably like at least 600 quarters jammed up behind the glass. I don't know what to do about that. I might have to call them back here. Well, they're trying to break free on that left side. Nice. There they go. Oh, yeah. Check that out. That enormous tower of $10,000 chips. Oh, sweet. We got that tower of gold on the left. Yeah, all the towers are like right there on the edge. Oh, yeah. That $5,000 chip tower, it's about to go any moment now. Oh my goodness, nice, we got it, but unfortunately it got stuck against the glass. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we got that $1,000 chip tower on that right corner. That's pretty good. Yeah, but I'm a little bit worried about all those quarters. Oh no, the tower $10,000 chips got stuck in there. Goodness gracious. Well, this did not go as I expected. So yeah, there's a bunch of quarters still stuck back there. I'm just trying to let it push for a few minutes. Let's get that loot chute emptied out. Oh my goodness, couple chips and quarters fell down in it. Nice, there we go. Most of them quarters that was stuck back there fell down. Oh yeah, nice. The $10,000 chips are going on that right hand side. Sweet. Yeah, let's try to get these towers on the left. Nice, we got that quarter tower on the left hand side. That is absolutely exceptional. My goodness. Well, I feel like that loot chute is piled up. Nice, we got a bunch more stuff to fall off of that right side. Let's try to get this loot chute cleared out. Alrighty, A&V Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I was checking to see if there was any like gold stuck in there that might be... I was checking to see if there was any gold in there that might be blocking the chips and stuff from falling on down into the payout chute, but it turns out the whole entire loot chute was clear. So, nice! Oh yeah, jackpot baby! We got all those $5,000 chips. That is absolutely miraculous right there. And on top of that, we got that quarter tower on the right hand side. Oh yeah, nice. Got the majority of them $5,000 chips right there. Still a boatload of $10,000 chips stuck on that left side. Yeah, I'd say we'll get those here in a few minutes. Not going to give up on them. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good push right there in the center. Alright, so we only got a couple quarters left. I think I grabbed like 300 or 400 quarters. Nice, we got it! Oh my goodness, wow. That was amazing right there. We just got all those $10,000 chips that was stuck on that left corner. That is outstanding. Well, we had a pretty rough start to the game when all the quarters and chips was getting stuck in there, but doing 1,000,000% better now. Just about got the whole entire machine cleared out. Alright, so we're almost out of quarters. One more handful. Alright, there they are. Oh yeah, she's pushing incredibly well today. Alright, well let me go see what we've won and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, I'm back. So check this out. There was a pink mystery bag, a $10 chip, and a $50 chip hidden in there. If you don't know what the $10 chip is for, we get to cash this in and they'll let me spin a wheel. Whatever that wheel lands on, that's what type of brand new tower they'll build somewhere in the playfield. It could land on $5,000 chips, $10,000 chips, and the list goes on and on. And this $50 chip right here, we get to cash this in. They will take anything that's fallen down the side slots and they'll put it back into the playfield somewhere. If you don't know this, anything that falls down the side slots, that money goes to the house. I don't get to win or keep any of that money. But whenever we cash in the $50 chip, they'll take everything that we've lost and put it back into the playfield. So pretty much give me a second chance at winning it. So now let's go ahead and open up this mystery bag right here. Feels like it's loaded up decently well. Let's see, what do we get? Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. We got the $5 chip and two $1 chips. So each one of these $1 chips is worth 500 free quarters. So I get to cash both of these in. That will give me an extra 1,000 quarters. That is absolutely remarkable. In this $5 chip, we get to cash this in. They will take every bit of them towers that's on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield somewhere. So we'll cash that in later on. So anyhow, let's get right back to pushing. Let's try to get all those remaining chips and gold out of there. And after that, I will probably cash in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips. Yeah, I normally cash in that $10 chip first before the $5 chip. That way, if we lose anything to the blue shelves on the $10 chip game, like whenever we cash in that $5 chip, they will take everything that's on the blue shelves and put it into the playfield. So that means it would keep us from having to pay that extra 100 grand if we cash in that $5 chip last. Nice, I think we just got a bunch of gold on that left-hand side. And the gold bars, they're worth whatever 1 ounce of gold is at the moment. I think they're around like $1,900 an ounce, or maybe a dollar under, like maybe $1,899 or something. That's what the spot price of gold was yesterday anyhow. If somebody can let me know the exact spot price of gold today down in the comments section, I would highly appreciate that. Just leave me a comment, let me know what 1 ounce of gold is worth. Oh no, well it looks like I accidentally put a $5,000 chip back in there. So if I called them back here, they would give that chip back to me. They would give me a refund. Oh my goodness, well, I put another $10,000 chip in there. That ain't good. Well, I mean, I'll probably end up winning those back on my own, but a lot of times they will get like stuck behind that glass back there. Then I'll have to call them back here. And also, if you're wondering what I do with all the gold that I win, I normally just save it all. I keep it in a safety deposit box. Although they do give me the option to trade the gold in for cash for whatever the spot price of gold is at the moment. I mean, I cash a couple of gold bars in here and there, but 99.9% of the time I'll just save every bit of that gold that I win. Yeah, because I've heard the gold bars are going to skyrocket in value over the next like 2 or 3 years. And I try to save as much gold as I can. And I would encourage you all not to sell any gold if you have any, because I'd wait a little bit just to see if it's going to go up in value. Well, we just about got that left-hand side all cleared out. There's only one more gold bar left in there to win. And I'm not going to worry about winning those 2 chips back right there, because whenever I cash in that $10 chip, they would just leave those in there regardless. They wouldn't take them out of the machine or nothing. So we'll worry about winning those on the next round. Now that gold bar on the left, it's like defying gravity. That might get it right there. Nope. Let's try again. Come on, nice push. Nice, we got it all cleared out of there. That is absolutely spectacular. So let's go ahead and cash in that $10 chip on both of those $1 chips, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, ANV Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $10 chip on both of them $1 chips. They gave me an extra 1,000 quarters. And we got to spin that wheel, and today it landed on 1 ounce gold bars. And as you can see, they built like 3 massive towers of gold in there, and there's like 2 baby towers beside of that ginormous tower back there. So wish me good luck. Hopefully we can get all this gold out of here. Yeah, I'd say there's every bit of 100 ounces of gold in there at the moment. Oh nice, we got one of those smaller towers to crash down. Sweet. About to get that other smaller tower back there on the left side. So I think we should load this thing up with quarters. Maybe put like, I don't know, like 400, 500, 600 quarters in there at once. See what happens. Now trying to get a nice base of quarters built up behind them gold towers on the corners. Because if we play like normal and only put like 2 or 3 or 4 or $5 in there at a time, it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 8 hours to get them gold towers on the sides to fall down. But we stack the quarters up really high back there and get a nice base of quarters built up behind them gold towers. Then it'll only probably take like 30 minutes to 3 hours to get them towers to go. And we actually just discovered this technique like maybe a week or 2 ago. A bunch of y'all suggested to put a bunch of quarters in there at one time using the skill stop button down in the comments, and ever since y'all suggested it, I've been trying it like every single game, and it's really proven to help get the towers on the sides. So once again, thank you all so much for suggesting that technique. It's a total game changer, like I said. Come on, nice push. Oh my goodness, well, pretty much all of our quarters got stuck back there, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're severely stuck back there. Well, let's give it a minute. We're about to get that massive tower of gold on the pusher. Yeah, I'll probably have to call them back here. Oh, nice. There goes a bunch of our quarters. And that gold tower, it's like right there on the edge, about ready to crash down. Come on. Oh yeah, about to get a ton of gold right there in the middle. Nice, that was 3 more ounces of gold to add to the pile. Nice, we got that enormous tower of gold. Sweet. But unfortunately, that loot chute got clogged up. Let's get that emptied out real quick. Alright, there we go. We got that loot chute cleared out. So, let's try to get this gold right here in the center, and after that, I will call them back here. And I will tell them about the quarters getting stuck back there. And I'll see what they can do about it. Oh yeah, that was a good push right there. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, getting a ton of gold right there in the middle. That's for sure. Something else I've noticed about today's game, I'm not seeing any dice in there today. There's no dice on top of the towers. There wasn't a dice inside of that pink mystery bag that we won. I mean, there's still 2 more mystery bags on the blue shelves that we're going to win later on. And those have the potential to have a couple dice in them, I think. So hopefully there's a bunch of white dice and gold dice in them. The white dice, if we win those would multiply our winnings by whatever they land on. And the gold ones, those would multiply our gold by whatever those land on. So hopefully we can get a bunch of white dice and gold dice today. So anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and call them back here and tell them about the quarters getting stuck back there, because used to they didn't get stuck like that. So let's call them back here and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, AMD Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called them back here and I told them how the quarters was getting stuck back there behind that plexiglass. And I think they I don't know what they did. They told me they fixed the glass back there where the quarters wouldn't get stuck. So we're going to put that to the test. We're going to put like 1,000 quarters in there at once. Yeah, we really need a nice base of quarters behind them gold towers anyhow. So let's go ahead and load this thing up. And also, speaking of the gold, we made over like 100 ounces of gold on that previous round. So we're doing amazing today. It's been a fabulous game so far. And also, leave a guess down in the comments and let me know how much money you think I'm going to make back today from a $10 million buy-in. I know that's a lot of money to spend, but I do this for you all. Like I've said many times before, I try to make the best content out there, and I try to make it as entertaining as possible. And I know the majority of y'all like to see the big buy-in videos, like $10 million buy-ins all the way up to $100 million buy-ins. So that's why I do these. And let me know if you'd want to see more videos like this. Do y'all want to see more like 1,000 quarters at once videos or more 1 quarter challenges? Just let me know what you'd want to see down in the comments. And I know it seems like I ask you all that like pretty much every single day, but keep in mind there's thousands of new people watching the channel. So I try to keep everybody informed on what's going on, and I need everybody's opinions and stuff. So that right there was about, I'm going to say 750 quarters at once. Let's put a couple more of them in there, then we'll release that skill stop button. Alright, let's see what happens. That was a boatload of quarters we just put in there. Oh yeah, well they're falling down. Oh yeah, those quarters ain't getting stuck at all. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, well they're trying to break free on that right hand side. Nice, there they go. Yeah, they're not getting stuck nearly as bad as they was a couple minutes ago. Well, right as I said that, there's a bunch of them stuck. Well, they seem to be breaking free pretty quick, so I guess they did fix it. Yeah, but it seems like they try to fix that glass back there where we can't stack up a bunch of quarters at once. It's because they know whenever I stack a bunch of quarters up like that at once, it's really going to help get these towers on the sides, and they want those towers to be difficult. That's just my thought. I don't know for sure. So anyhow, hope y'all are doing good and having a wonderful day so far. Remember, if this is your first time watching and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. Would help out tremendously. We're on the road to 130,000 subscribers. My goal is to get there by the end of this month, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I think we're less than 1,000 subscribers away from getting that 130,000 mark, so we only need less than 1,000 people to hit that subscribe button to get to that 130,000 subscriber goal. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. And also, let's try to get 10,000 likes on this episode right here. 10,000 likes. I know we can accomplish that. Just need everyone watching to hit that like button. If this video can get 10,000 likes within the first day of it being uploaded, tomorrow I will do a $500 million buy-in. But only if this video can get 10,000 likes within the first day of it being posted to YouTube. That's the only catch to it. And trust me, you are going to want to see that $500 million buy-in. It's going to be amazing. So hit that like button. Well, anyhow, that right there was the last of our quarters. So let's go collect some quarters, and I'll probably try like 2 more rounds, and if we can't get them 2 towers of gold, we'll go ahead and cash in the $5 chip. So let's collect the quarters and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&D Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So let's go ahead and load this thing up with quarters once again. Let's put like maybe 800 quarters in there at once. Just really trying to get these enormous towers of gold to crash down. Alright, let's see what that does right there. We're going to keep on stacking it up. We're just going to rapid fire quarters in there. And after we get those towers of gold, if there's still a bunch of quarters stacked up on top of each other like that, I could always play like normal and put like $2 or $3 or $4 in there at a time to try to win all those quarters back that we stacked up. And if you've seen older videos, y'all will know that we can get those quarters back pretty quick after stacking them up like that. So, and we're not really wasting quarters, because without stacking the quarters up like this, it would take anywhere from 3 to 8 hours to get the towers on the sides. But now that we're stacking up the quarters, we get them towers within like 30 minutes to 3 hours. So it's a total game changer. And once again, thank you all so much for suggesting this technique. This is incredible. Yeah, I've seen quite a few people suggesting to use the skill stop down in the comments, and a bunch of people said to load it up 1,000 quarters at once. So glad I started trying it, and again, thank you all for suggesting that. Yeah, I just wonder what the maximum amount of quarters is that you could put in there at one time. How far up would the quarters go if you just kept on loading it up? I'd say you could probably fit like 2,500 quarters in there at one time without releasing the skill stop button. That's just my guess. I don't know for sure. I'm a little bit afraid to try that because I don't want to break their machine or nothing. Yeah, the manager and the owner would not be happy about that. They would be extremely upset with me if I broke their machine. Oh yeah, tower of gold on the right, it's going. See what I'm saying? Stacking up the quarters is really helping those towers move. And another thing, getting back to what I was talking about a few minutes ago about hitting that like button and subscribing and stuff, it is 100% free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't get paid anything when y'all hit that like button or hit that subscribe button. I mean, in reality, it just makes it 1,000,000% easier for y'all to keep up with the future content, because once you hit that subscribe button, there's like a bell icon right next to it, and if you hit that bell icon, it will give you the option to turn on all notifications, and if you hit all notifications, you will get notifications on your phone, TV, laptop, computer, iPad, tablet, whatever device you're watching my videos on. You will get notified every single time I post a brand new video. And I know a lot of people don't have those notifications turned on, and there's really nothing to worry about. I mean, you can turn them off at any time if you don't want to get the notifications anymore. It's not permanent. You could turn it off and turn it back on as many times as you want. So, yeah, just be sure you have that bell icon where it says all notifications. Basically what will happen, you'll get like a pop-up on your phone or computer. It'll say like A&D Coin Pusher posted a brand new video, and then it'll say the title of the video and it will show the thumbnail. That's basically all it does. There's really not much else to it. This helps you all find the videos a lot easier. So I would highly recommend turning on that notification bell. So anyhow, that right there is the last of our quarters. Like I said, I'm going to try one more round. If we can't get these 2 towers, we'll go ahead and cash in the $5 chip. So let's collect the quarters and we'll get right back to it. Alrighty, A&D Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So let's go ahead and load this thing up again. Let's put like 400, 500, 600 quarters in there at once. See what happens. Oh my goodness, well, I accidentally let go of that skill stop button. That's alright though, we're just going to rapid fire. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to get that gold tower on that right hand side within the next couple of seconds. Come on. Oh my goodness, it is super close. Yeah, we really need that gold tower on the left side to get going though. That one still has a lot of catching up to do. And also, we could really use a nice profit off of this game right here, because I played like 3 other games before this one. And that first game, it was a losing game, unfortunately. And we lost a couple $1 million on that game. And that second game, we pretty much broke even. We made everything back that we lost on that first game. But the third game was horrendous. We lost a whole bunch of money on that game. As of right now, oh my goodness, nice, we got that tower of gold, but it got stuck against the glass. That's alright though, they would probably count that as a win if I called them back here, but it'll probably go within the next couple of seconds. Just keep an eye on it. Yeah, what'd I tell you? Nice, that was a boatload of gold right there. So anyhow, as of right now, we're down $73 million, so we need to at least make $73 million profit on this game right here to break even for the day. If we can make anything over $73 million, then we'll be in profit for the day, which is what we want. So we're just gonna have to get all these chips out of here. I'm really hoping there's some dice in those 2 mystery bags. So anyhow, that right there was the last of our quarters. So I'm gonna go ahead and cash in that $5 chip, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, we're back. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $5 chip. They took every bit of them towers that was on the blue shelves, and they put them all into the play field. They put the 2 mystery bags back there on the pusher. Those are in pretty good spots. They're like in the center pretty much. And there's like 4 enormous towers, $1,000 chips on the corners. Those might give us a little bit of an uphill battle. Oh, nice. Well, right as I said that, we got that $5,000 chip tower and one of them $1,000 chip towers to go. Oh, nice. We got a gold tower. Oh, my goodness. This is pushing amazingly well. Let's go ahead and load this thing up with quarters. Maybe like 800-900 of them at once. Oh, no. We're dropping a bunch of quarters on the floor. I'll pick them up here in a few minutes. Not really worried about them. And also, that gold tower that was in there on that previous round, it's still in the exact same position. It's right there on that left-hand side, so hopefully we can get that now. Oh yeah, nice. That was a fabulous push right there. Oh yeah, 3 towers knocked down. Oh yeah, jackpot baby. Got a bunch of $1,000 chips. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Nice. We got a $1,000 chip tower. My goodness, I can't keep up with everything that's going on. Wow. This is absolutely outstanding game so far. And I think we just got that brown mystery bag. And that red one, it's like right there on the edge. I have no idea how that was still hanging on there. Yeah, a lot of times those mystery bags will get stuck against the glass, but they normally fall down just like that right there. We just got it. Alright, well, let's get that loot chute emptied out. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's not good to let that loot chute get too piled up, because a lot of times money will start to fall back inside the machine, and will go to the owner's loot box, and it would go to the exact same place as those gutters on the sides would. So, and anyhow, we got that $50 chip, so even if we did lose anything because of that loot chute getting too full, or if we lost any chips or gold or something like that to the gutters, we'd get it back at the very end of the game whenever we cash in that $50 chip. So, might try like 2 or 3 more rounds on all these towers right here and try to get these towers to fall down. And if we can't get them, I'll just cash in that $50 chip. Well, it looks like we haven't lost any chips or gold to the blue shelf today. That's good. The only thing we're losing is quarters. But that's normal. We normally lose like probably, goodness, 100 quarters to the blue shelf, like almost every single round. I mean, I guess that's because we're putting a bunch of quarters in there at one time. Quarters like to bounce around back there, then they'll end up going on the blue shelves. Yeah, let's load this thing up again, maybe like 500 quarters at once, something around that. I'm really trying to get $1,000 towers. That gold tower. That gold tower is giving us a major uphill battle today. So yeah, keep in mind, we got to make $73 million in profit to break even for today. Yeah, that's how it goes a lot of times. Most of the time it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 buy-ins just to get it to go. And that third game where I lost all that money, it was a 1/4 challenge. And normally I lose a lot of money on those 1/4 challenges. Sometimes it'll take like 5, 10, 20, 30 buy-ins just to get it to go. And if the buy-in starts at like $10 million and I do 30 buy-ins, that would be $300 million invested. But the most amount of money I've ever spent on one of these was like $200 million. That's where I called it quits after $200 million if I lost it. So anyhow, let's go collect the quarters and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, I'm back. So before I continue playing, I'd like to go ahead and open up one of these mystery bags. So let's see, which one should we start with? I think we're going to start with this red mystery bag first. This one feels like it's loaded up pretty well. The brown one definitely feels a lot more heavier, but let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. So we got like 3 white dice. That is absolutely exceptional. So like I said, we get to roll these at the end of the game. Whatever they land on, my winnings will multiply by those numbers. That is absolutely phenomenal right there. So let's get right back to pushing. Let's try like one more round, or wait, 2 more rounds and try to get these towers to $1,000 chips. After that, we'll open up that brown mystery bag. So take a guess down in the comments. Let me know what you think might be inside of that brown mystery bag. So we got 3 white dice so far. So like I said, those multiply our winnings. And my guess, since that brown mystery bag feels like 2 or 3 times as heavy, I'm going to say there's a bunch of gold dice inside of that one. That's just my guess. I don't know for sure. They don't tell me what's inside of them mystery bags, because that would take the mystery out of it. They don't call them a mystery bag for nothing. Oh yeah, tower on the right, just move forward a tiny bit right there. So yeah, let's just get a nice space of quarters built up behind these towers. It'll really, really help them move forward, I'm telling you. Alright, let's see what that does. That was like maybe 250, 300 quarters at once. Oh yeah, tower on the right is moving forward tremendously. I'm trying to focus more on that left-hand side because there's that massive tower of gold. That's pretty heavy right there. And that $1,000 chip tower, it's behind that. We got a lot more progress to make on that left side than we do the right, so trying to play more for that left-hand side. Well, that tower on the right, it's moving forward tremendously. And that gold tower, it's moving forward here and there also. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video and the video before that, I highly suggest you go and check it out. Yeah, both of those videos were insane setups. They had like massive quarter towers in there, quarter castle, or something like that. I would highly suggest you go and check out those videos. They're probably the best games I've ever played before. Yeah, we made over $1 billion, I think, on the day before yesterday's video. Nice, that gold tower's going. Well, it got stuck against the glass, unfortunately. Come on, Big Money, get that gold tower. Now let's just keep on stacking up that left-hand side. Yeah, I think that gold tower is going to block that tower of $1,000 chips from going. Nice, we got that gold tower, sweet. That is absolutely remarkable. Alright, so we only got a couple quarters left. I tell you what, I'm going to try like one more round. Try to get both of them $1,000 chip towers because they're super, super close to the edge. And I don't want to take the risk of cashing in that $50 chip and them like resetting those towers and pushing them further back. Alrighty, I'm back. So before I continue playing, I'd like to go ahead and open up this brown mystery bag right here. Like I said, this one feels a lot more heavier than that red one. So let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. We got 4 gold dice. That is absolutely spectacular right there. That is amazing. So anyhow, let's get right back to pushing. I'm going to try one more round. And if we don't get them gold towers, I'll go ahead and cash in that $50 chip. And also, whenever I cash in that $50 chip, there could also be a bunch of bonus money and stuff down in that loot box. Like, it all depends on who last won that $50 chip. Now, say if the person that played here before me won that $50 chip, then there's not going to be any bonus money or gold down in the loot box today, because the other person had already won it whenever they cashed in the $50 chip. But say that loot box of theirs hasn't been emptied out all day long today, then that thing should be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost. So let's just hope it's loaded up really nice. Hopefully the $50 chip round is loaded up incredibly well. Yeah, I'm really hoping there's some more white dice in there. We only got 3 of the white dice today. I mean, it still should be a pretty decent win, but like I said, we need to at least make $73 million in profit on this game to break even for the day. Oh yeah, tower on the left side, it's going. Check that out. Oh my goodness, that is super close. Let's just load this thing up with quarters, and that should push it over the edge, I think. Let's play more for that left-hand side. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Come on. Bring me the money. Wow, it's super close. Yeah, I think it's insane how these towers can defy gravity at times. Well, I think that tower on the left side is stuck against the glass, that gold bar is, and that is preventing that tower from falling on down into the payout chute. That's what happened yesterday with a ginormous tower of $25,000 chips. It got stuck against the glass, and it had a gold bar on top of it, and the gold bar was preventing it from falling on down into the payout chute. Yeah, I might have to call them back here, I don't know. But I'm not going to give up just yet. We still got a bunch of quarters left in the basket. So we're going to keep on stacking this thing up. Nice, there it goes. Well, it looks like we lost that gold bar to the blue shelf, so pretty much whenever I cash in that $50 chip, they will put that back into the playfield. Either that, or they will put a bunch more towers on the blue shelves, and they'll put a red earbud in there, or a $5 chip for us to win later on. We get to cash that in, they would move all that stuff to the playfield. So pretty much if we got that $50 chip, we don't have to worry about paying that extra 100 grand. So that's a huge relief right there. And unfortunately, that tower on the right, it's still being a little bit stubborn. Still got a lot of progress to make. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it quits right here and cash in that $50 chip. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, AMD Coin Pusher has her turn. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $50 chip. They took everything that had fallen down in their loot box, and they put it all into the playfield. And it looks like they combined that tower of $1,000 chips, or they divided it up into 3 towers on that right hand side. Oh my goodness, well, we lost 11 grand to the blue shelf today. So if I'm not mistaken, they would do a free reset on that. Yeah, I think they do free resets on the $50 chip game now. I might be mistaken, I'm not sure. Anyhow, we got all 3 of those towers on the right hand side to go. That is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, and that massive tower right there in the center, hopefully we can get that one to go. Oh my goodness, well, I almost put a $1,000 chip back in there. Glad I caught that. Yeah, at the beginning of the game, I put 15 grand back in there, remember that? Oh nice, got a bunch of gold on the left hand side there. Yeah, take your guess down in the comments and let me know how much gold you think I'm going to win today. And we've won a ton of gold today. That wheel landed on gold bars. I'd say we got over 120 ounces of gold from that. There's a ton of gold towers in there at the start of the game, so I'd say we've probably got a little over 200 ounces of gold, maybe 250 ounces of gold, who knows. I'll have to count all of it up at the end of the game, so stay tuned for that. I will let y'all know how much money and gold we've won today. Yeah, but I mean, I wish there would have been a couple more dice in there today. We only got like 7 dice in total. And normally for a $10 million buy-in, we at least win like 10 dice. But I'm not complaining, I'm just saying what we normally would win from a $10 million buy-in. I mean, it is what it is. As long as I could make that 75 million profit back, I guess that's all that counts. Oh, nice, we got that enormous tower to crash down that was right there in the center. Sweet. Alright, so that loot chute got severely clogged up. Let's get that cleared out real quick and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&V Coinbusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So we got that loot chute cleared out. There was like a gold bar or something stuck in there. There might have been multiple gold bars. And it was blocking all those, what do you call it, like chips and stuff from falling on down into the payout chute. So luckily we got that cleared out. So let's try to get these remaining chips out of here. And I will ask them about that money that's on the left hand side there. I mean, if it's a free reset, that'll be good. They'll put that back into the playfield free of charge. It won't cost us anything at all. But if not, it will cost us 100 grand to get that put back into play. So let's see. If I spend 100 grand for 11 grand, that means the dice would at least have to land on, I think, or the white dice, all of them combined would have to end up multiplying my winnings by 9 or 10 for it to be worth it. Pay that extra 100 grand. So, and we got 3 dice. I mean, the dice could land on like 5s and 6s, or they may all land on like 1s and 2s. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll take the risk, but like I said, they may put that back into the playfield for free. I'm not sure. Let's finish out these quarters. We only got a couple of them left. There's like 6 grand on that right hand side. I mean left hand side, sorry. Goodness, getting my sides mixed up. Yeah, I've been playing for a long time. I've been playing like close to 3.5 hours now. Alright, so we got it all cleared out of there. Let me go call them back here real quick, and I'll ask them about that money that's on the blue shelf. Be right back. Alrighty, A&V Coinbusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called them back here and I asked them about those chips that was on the blue shelf. And it turns out it would still cost me 100 grand to get them put back into the playfield. So I went ahead and paid that extra 100 grand. We got $10,100,000 invested into this game today. So hopefully we can win that back plus that $73 million. So all those chips are out there in the center. I think we can get them pretty easily. And there's really no need to stack up the quarters really high because all the chips are like flat and they're not going to take a while to fall down, I wouldn't think. We just got to get them up there to the edge. Come on, big money. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good push. Wow, we're getting a ton of quarters back. And we was doing amazingly well on quarters earlier. We had like 5,700 of them. It's almost a new record amount of quarters that I've won anyway. Come on, big push. Nice, we got that $1,000 chip. 10 grand to go, let's get it. Nice, 5 grand to go. That push right there is going to get that last 5 grand. Come on. Nice, we got it. Got the whole machine cleared out today. That is absolutely amazing. This has been a brilliant game today. Absolutely brilliant. So now I'm going to call them back here. I think we've won 7 dice in total. We got 4 of the gold dice and 3 of the white dice. They will put all 7 of them dice back there on the pusher. We got to roll them on down to that lower shelf. Whatever they land on, get the multiplier winnings and our gold by those numbers. So let's call them back here and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&V Coinbusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called them over here. They put all 7 of them dice back there on the pusher. Let's roll them on down to that lower shelf. Hopefully they all land on some massive numbers. And if any of the dice land on a 1, it would be a 0. The ones do not count at all. Well, those are pretty good numbers right there. Only 1 of the gold dice landed on a 1, so that's not bad at all. So I'm going to count everything up, multiply our winnings and our gold by all that, and I'll let y'all know what we've won back from a $10,100,000 buy-in. Be right back. You all are not going to believe how much money I've won today. This is absolutely phenomenal. I ended up winning $10,768,000 in chips, and all them white dice combined ended up multiplying my winnings by 11, and in total I ended up winning $118,448,000 from a $10,100,000 buy-in. That is absolutely outstanding. That's another massive win today. Absolutely mind-blowing. And on top of that, we got 214 ounces of gold, and all them gold dice combined ended up multiplying the gold by 14. And in total, I ended up winning 2,996 ounces of gold today. And I'm going to multiply that by 1,900 because that's the spot price of gold at the moment. So that means we got an extra $5,692,400 in gold today. That is absolutely incredible. So that's not bad at all for a $10,100,000 buy-in. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. And also, if you want to check out a whole entire playlist of my older videos, it will appear on the right hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out yesterday's video, that will appear on the left hand side of the screen. And if you want to subscribe, just hit that button up top there. So anyhow, I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care and have an awesome day.